Hi, Cancers. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles love reading prediction with some charms and some initials. And we're going to ask our spirit guides who, when, what is their personality like? What is the energy that's around you? What is coming towards you? Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. So grateful. Let's call in our guides. Let's see what they have for us today. Spirit, I call upon you for loving message for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome in any reading. Spirit, please share with me who is coming towards us. What is next in love? What is the energy? Any clues, any evidence, anything that could confirm this love or help us to understand a relationship in any way? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have an attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time. I like the feeling of more of a, you are ready for this love. Okay. That we're not always ready. You are ready. Okay. That sometimes we just are not interested. Okay. Sometimes in our life, you're at the right place. Okay. You're at the right time in your life. It could be an age. It could be I've gone through something and I've given myself time to heal. It could be I finished an education or something else big, and now I have more time to be in a relationship. But you are ready for this. Maybe there was a time even a year ago that you would have said, no way, I'm not interested in anybody. Like, don't even come near me. But maybe you're ready now. I have toxicity. Okay, so we want to be careful that we're attracting the right person. That felt more like I'm just tired of attracting the wrong people. But you have to be smarter and wiser. You have to choose earlier, or you have to look at the red flags and you have to listen to them for them. Okay. A lot of times we see those red flags, but we ignore them. And that's something that they want. They're saying it's an internal compass that they've given you, and they want you to use it wisely. So it will guide you. I have trust, guarding your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Yes, so some of you could be struggling with, I keep meeting the wrong people. I try to trust, but then I get hurt, yada, yada. It's more of a being smarter up front and looking for the signs, listening to what they say. They're saying words do matter, okay? And what they say to you, they want you to believe. If they tell you they're not looking for anything serious, don't think you're going to change their mind. What they say is probably what they're going to do, okay? So you can't convince somebody who doesn't want a commitment to want a commitment because they're going to be so in love with you. Okay. So if they say right out of the gate, I'm not looking for anything serious, and you are, walk away. I've got a sacrifice. Love comes with sacrifices. They're saying be careful of accommodation. Like, you could be a very accommodating person, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be flexible, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be, willing to meet somebody halfway. But what I think they're trying to share with you is don't be the one who is always getting in the car to go to them because they worked all day, okay? Or that they're tired, but if you want to come over here energy, no, like it feels like a chasing energy. So I'm going to go with this more like high value, doesn't chase. Okay, so I want to remind you of that. So if somebody is saying, I want you to make my life easier by, like I said, you're accommodating them somehow. Okay, they worked hard all day, so why don't you be the one that swings by and picks up the takeout food and brings it to my house? And then, oh, by the way, I forgot to pay you back. I hope that's okay. Or I don't have any cash on me. So somehow you picked up the food, you bought it, and you brought it to their house. Like, that's what they're trying to avoid. Like, why would you do that? Okay, so high value doesn't do that, and I think that they're helping you to avoid, like, you think it's being kind and nice, and this person, I feel like, or people in the past have taken advantage of that kindness. So I want to say be careful with that. I have a world. I have a Five of Wands. I have a Magician. And I have an Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it came into me as I want more this time. And I do feel like I'm tired of going in circles with people. So yeah, raise that level. Be stronger. I deserve more. Okay. They'd be lucky to have you energy. Whoever's coming into your life, I have a Nine of Cups, is satisfying you emotionally. Okay. So that could be a really big clue to you. It's not, could be a great lover, but that's not why you're going to fall for this person. This person is going to be more emotionally available than most. And I do feel like that's something that you immediately feel, whether it's they listen, they are understanding, they are caring. So the person who asks you to pick up the takeout food and bring it to them, that's not a caring person. That's a selfish person. That's somebody who doesn't want to go out of their way to take care of you. Okay. I mean, if you were taking turns doing it, that's a different thing. But if it starts to turn into a routine because it's convenient for them, this person takes care of you. You feel like, not that you need taken care of, but it's the person who sees your needs. Okay, they want to help you be more feel loved, I guess would be the best way to say it. I have an Eight of Cups. I have a feeling they're going to ask you to walk away from somebody before this love comes in. You could have somebody else cross your path that's like a user energy, and they want you to see the red flags right away. They want you to release that energy right away. They want you to say, no, I'm not going there, so that you can be open and available for the person who's caring and loving. Okay, so maybe you've already gone through that. Maybe you've already had that user come into your life, but I have a feeling they're going to remove that person very quickly, or you're going to be very wise to it within a very short period of time. And then there's the Hermit. Then you'll be alone again, and then this new love will come in. Okay, so we have to say no to somebody first. That's okay. Trust. Here's the Hierophant. This feeling of King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a better pick. Okay, not just because of the Pentacle energy, but the Pentacle energy also is somebody who would be pretty confident and self-reliant and isn't going to be asking things of you, isn't going to be borrowing money or not paying you back, or you pick up the groceries and then you have them over for dinner and you pick up the groceries. They don't offer or bring anything, so this person is generous, and I like this feeling of a generous king, okay, because they just said a generous king opens your heart, okay. So maybe after you just went through something with like another, was this just another user? They are able to get over that with you because you realize that there's something real here. There's something special going on. Okay. So we want that, spirit. That's nice. Let's see what else they have for us. What do you want us to know? I like the emotional fulfillment with that 9 of Cups today, because that's what you're really looking for. They're saying at the end of the day, I want to, love is going to be the most important. It's not their money. It's not their job. It's not those things. It's, I want this person to be genuine. I want to know that if I love them, they love me back. So that has to be important. Heaven on earth. I love this. Yeah, I mean, is it better than you thought of? Is it this is something that you've always hoped for, and then it comes and it's actually better than you had hoped for? Absolutely. It happens all the time. You have it in your head. This is the type of relationship, this type of person I would like. And then when they arrive, you just say to them, like, this is more than I ever thought it would be. So, and that's when you put it into the bucket of spirit knows better than us and put somebody in front of us who's going to be perfect for us. So just keep reminding yourself of that. Here's a birth of something new. Okay. For some of you, it could be children. You still would love to have children. Okay. But it's a beginning. It's a birth of something. There's this angel energy coming out of it. There's this kind of arms wide open. I always say, there's just this beautiful energy that's going to grow between the two of us. So I'm all into that. I have the mystic, and I like this intuitive eye because you know yourself better than anybody. And you know the voice inside of you that says, something isn't right. Something isn't cool. I don't like the way they just did that. Or did they just ask me to go pick up pizza and bring it to their house? And they didn't call it in with their credit card. Like, are you kidding me? You know better. At the bottom of the deck, I have an eternal flame. So I'm waiting for the right one. They said in the beginning, right place, right time. So I'm waiting for the one that is the eternal flame. I'm waiting for the one that the love will never die. I'm waiting for the one that this love will last. They're sharing. So I have to push others away. And I think that you could, like I said, have possibly somebody that crosses your path, and maybe they look good in the beginning, but then all of a sudden they're just asking you to accommodate them somehow. So I want you to, if you start to feel like, why am I doing this? Like, what am I stupid? Like, why am I doing this? That's probably the red flag they're talking about. Let's get some charms. Let's see what they have for charms. Let's get some initials first. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my little bowl here of dice, and we'll get a nice little handful. And maybe a couple more. All right. I have a letter X, so it might not be first initial, that X. It might be an X in the name, something like that. I have a K, I have a T, I have a Y, almost Kathy, look at that. I have a J, a Q, Y, I have an R, the letter D, I have a C, I have a W, and I have a H.
Okay, so some letters. Those could be connecting to some of you, or they could be on the way. And then let's get some charms. Let's see what my charms are saying. I've got this big velvet bag filled. Look at all those charms. You know, I just keep buying them, and I love my charms. I like them because I just get these great intuitive messages. So they're different than the cards. I mean, of course I love my cards, but the charms are fun for me. I hope they're fun for you. And let's see what I'm feeling. Let's see if I have any letters. This looks like a letter. I have an I. I have a Scorpio. I have a Capricorn. Okay. What's this one? And I have a Taurus. Okay, what is this? Is this a little clock? This looks like a little clock with. Okay, I got to get some new tweezers. My tweezers I left in Florida. I need those big tweezers. It's a little clock. Okay, can you see it? Let's do it this way. Okay. So it's an alarm clock with little hearts, and they had said right in the beginning that you are ready for this love. So you set the alarm, you've set the timeline, like the time is now, or I didn't want anybody 6 months ago, but I want somebody now. I feel like it's a good time in my life. I feel like I am ready for it. I think it would be good for me, something like that. I have a teddy bear. So I like the teddy bear energy because that was more of a, I can't wait to hold you energy. This person could be a hugger. Okay, the person who hugs everybody. They hug their family. They hug their friends. They give them that big bear hug. So they're very comfortable around people, spirit saying. So they're very affectionate. But it came into me as like kind of this big bear hug energy. So that feels nice. They're not afraid to hold you. I have 2 alarm clocks. Look at that. I have 2 clocks. So that's more of it's perfect timing for both of you. You both could be available. That conversation where you put it right out there. Is there anybody in your life? Are you complicated? Are there any strings attached? And they say, no, I'm available. I'm free. That little window of time and opportunity that both of you want a relationship, both of you are ready, both of you are available. So that tells me that you're both going to be in the, wanting this. And I think that's half the battle. I have this little bird with a hat on it, little Tweety bird. It's almost like a little bird told me, friend of a friend. Okay, maybe you guys know somebody mutually. Maybe that friend said something like that person's interested in knowing if you're single. They, interested in knowing if you would like to go out for a drink, So it's a little bit of a friend, or somebody kind of dropping a little hint. So maybe you're introduced by somebody. So a little bit of a setup happening. And this is coming into me as a kissing fish, like an angel fish. We had them when we were kids. So it did come into me as a kissing fish. Now it's coming into me as stripes, like you will be able to see my stripes. I wear my stripes on my shirt. I wear my heart on my shirt. So what you see is what you get, something like that. So they have nothing to hide. I wouldn't think that they have anything to hide. I think that what you see and how they act with you and how they act with others is who they are. I don't feel like it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I feel like what was right in front of you is what you're what you're signing up for. Okay. So no hidden secret, Spirit saying. Nice. Because I feel like I just walked away from a user. I feel like I just walked away from somebody who only wanted one thing or was taking advantage of me in some way. So we want to be careful with those types of people. They're not worthy of you. Okay, what else do you want us to know at this time, Spirit? What do you want to share with us? Let's get a couple of these. Let's see. The light of gratitude. I'm grateful. I'm looking at things from a higher perspective. That you've come into my life for a reason. That I'm not used to somebody treating me so well. I'm not used to somebody caring for me. So there will be tremendous gratitude on both sides. I feel like they're saying something along the lines of lessons of love. Like I've learned so many lessons already that I can appreciate when somebody's being good to me because have experience when I haven't had that. So I do feel like the gratitude is there. The strength of discipline, developing discipline in your habits, your goals, your routine, consistency, and achievement. So is this person going to show you that they're going to show up? Is this person going to be consistent with their behavior? They're not one way one day and something else the next. If they say they're going to call, they call. Okay. They're respectful, Spirit saying I have 1222 on the clock, so I'll take that angel number at the same time. I feel like their habits, I feel like they have routines and habits. A little bit of set in the ways just came in, but not in a bad way. They like their coffee the same every day at about the same time. I think a lot of us do. They like their routine. They like their schedule. They like their programs that they watch. They have their favorites like anything, everybody else, their favorite foods, the favorite TV shows, things that they like to do. Doesn't mean they won't change. Doesn't mean they won't watch other TV shows with you. But they know what they like and what they don't like, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. The light of innovation. Okay, innovating work, creativity, experimentation. That came into me as somebody who could be trying to tackle something. Like, I want to become a better cook. So I'm actually using recipes. I'm watching cooking shows. I want to eat healthier. I switched from no gluten or a keto diet or something like that. Somebody who's putting in the effort and they can see that over time they're getting better. They've learned a lot. And I don't know, I want to say it's kind of fun for them and it's their thing, something like that. So it feels good. I mean, it's somebody who's learning, I like to learn new things, but for some reason I feel like it's around food. I feel like maybe they're a foodie. Maybe they like to eat healthy, clean, try new things. So maybe they're a good cook. Maybe that's a bonus. That could be you. That could be them. But I like that they're learning. Somebody who looks up recipes even. I don't know how to garden, but I want to learn. Okay, so I'm going to watch gardening shows, how to prune roses. Spirit, please share with me some loving messages. I love the way you make me smile. Just a reminder that how we fall in love with somebody is how they make you feel.
okay, that you find yourself laughing, you feel good about yourself, you feel beautiful, you feel handsome, you feel proud. They compliment you, they make you feel good about yourself. So we fall in love with, when I'm with this person, I feel better about me, right? Yeah, you care about them and you love them as a person, but what they're giving back to you is going inside, and that's how we're falling in love. It's like, this person makes me feel, this person, I can feel them in my soul, and you start to feel them in your heart, and they're saying from my tip of my head to the tip of my toes. So this person will be completely inside of you. Beautiful. I dream about holding and kissing you with that big teddy bear hug. Nice. This is the romance of a lifetime. Beautiful. I will share my love the first chance that I get. Don't lose faith in me. So there could be a little bit of a delay between everything's going really well until they actually say, I love you. I still get completely out of balance when I'm with you. So a little bit of you still make me nervous. I don't want to lose what we have, or a little bit of it's too good to be true. It's better than I ever thought it was going to be, something like that. But I do feel like in the long run, you both are ready for this. You both are available emotionally, spiritually, physically. And Spirit just said it all works out somehow. Somehow at the end of the day, it all works out. So I'm going to put this out to the universe. I really like the energy. It feels good. It feels peaceful. So if this is the type of relationship, is this type of love you want, we'll put it out to the universe together now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you would like to book a private reading with me, I'll put my website link in the description below, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com. I hope you enjoyed your messages. We'll see you soon.